Have you ever woken up in the morning, checked your glucose, and gotten a shock? You were sleeping. You didn't eat anything during the night. And yet, your sugar woke up high. Then you think, how is that possible? I went hours without eating. Why did this happen? And that's where one of the most treacherous things about diabetes comes in, especially after 60. Your body can produce sugar during the night. Yes, your own liver can release glucose into the bloodstream, especially in the early hours of the morning, as part of the body's normal functioning. Except, in those with insulin resistance or diabetes, this release can become exaggerated. And then you wake up high, even without eating. I'm Dr. Sarah Walker, and today I'm going to show you the #1 nighttime drink that can help many people wake up with better numbers, not because it erases sugar like magic, but because it is the main piece of a simple nighttime ritual that calms the body, reduces snacking, improves sleep, and decreases that mess that makes morning glucose unpredictable. And before I show you this drink and the complete ritual, I have a quick request. Subscribe to the channel. Here I talk about health in simple language, especially for those who are 60 or older. Subscribe now because this video can give you a realistic nighttime routine that actually helps without absurd promises. Now let me put a very important truth right at the beginning. There is no drink that eliminates blood sugar overnight. If someone promises that, they are selling you easy hope. What exists are strategies that help your body stay more stable during the night, and this is reflected in your morning glucose. And I'm going to show you the safest and most useful strategies. And I'll explain why they work. Because when you understand why, you apply it better. Let's start with the question every diabetic asks. Why does glucose go up during the night if I haven't eaten? There are 3 main reasons. First reason, the body needs energy to keep you alive while you sleep. Your brain works, your heart beats, your body works. So the liver releases glucose to maintain energy. In those who don't have diabetes, insulin holds back this release so it doesn't go overboard. In those who have insulin resistance or diabetes, this brake is weaker. And then the liver releases more than it should. Second reason, poor sleep and stress increase glucose. When you sleep poorly, your body produces more stress hormones. And these hormones make the body release more glucose. It's as if the body is in alert mode, even though you're lying down. Third reason, what you do at dinner and late at night changes everything. A dinner that is too heavy, too late, too high in carbohydrates can cause a spike and then a drop, and the body reacts. Snacking on sweets or bread before bed, then, is a recipe for waking up high. And there's something else. Alcohol can mess with glucose in different ways for each person. So, for the elderly diabetic, the night is the most sensitive time. Now, I'm going to tell you the most important part of the video. What is the #1 nighttime drink? The #1 drink, for most people, is simple, unsweetened chamomile tea. And I know someone will say, wait, Dr. Sarah, chamomile? Yes, because the power of this drink is not in burning sugar. The power lies in helping you do 3 things that, together, change the morning glucose for many people. First, reduce anxiety and calm the body. Second, improve sleep. Third, cut out nighttime snacking, which is the biggest saboteur. And I'll explain how to use chamomile the right way, and then I'll give you 2 variations for those who don't like chamomile. But first, let me show you the complete nighttime ritual, because chamomile alone doesn't perform miracles. The ritual consists of 5 simple parts. And if you do at least 3 of them, you can already feel a difference. First part of the ritual, dinner time. What messes up morning glucose the most is eating a late and heavy dinner. If you eat dinner very late and lie down right after, your body spends the entire night trying to digest, and glucose can stay higher. So, a simple rule for most seniors is try to eat dinner at least 2 to 3 hours before going to bed, whenever possible. It doesn't have to be perfect every day. But the closer you bring dinner to sleep, the greater the chance of waking up high, especially if the dinner has a lot of carbohydrates. And here's the part that matters most. Your dinner cannot be a carb bomb. Your dinner needs to have protein and fiber, because protein and fiber hold back glucose. So, a smart dinner for a diabetic, especially after 60, has 3 pieces. Protein, eggs, chicken, fish, lean meat, or whatever you use. Vegetables and salad in volume. Cabbage, cucumber, tomato, zucchini, cauliflower, green beans, chayote. And if you're going to have carbohydrates, they come in a smaller portion. Because if you have a dinner of bread, a large serving of rice, pasta, or dessert, your body will spend the entire night dealing with it. And then the ritual doesn't work. So, first part, earlier, lighter, and more structured dinner. Second part of the ritual, cutting liquid sugar and snacking before bed. I'm going to say this with care because many people do it without realizing it. There are seniors who drink milk with sugar before bed. There are seniors who drink chocolate milk. There are seniors who eat crackers just so they don't go to sleep hungry. And this destroys morning glucose because it's fast carbohydrates entering right before you stay still for hours. So if you do this, the first test that is worth gold is 7 nights without sugar before bed. No sweets, no crackers, no bread, and observe. Many people wake up better just with this. But I know there is a real problem. Some people feel real hunger before bed. And here is the smart solution. If you are truly hungry, the snack needs to be small and with protein. An option could be plain unsweetened yogurt if you tolerate it. Another option could be a boiled egg. Another option could be a small portion of unsweetened nuts in a small portion. The goal is to hold back hunger without pushing in carbohydrates. Third part of the ritual, 10 minutes of light movement after dinner. This is one of the strongest breaks for glucose. I'm not talking about the gym. I'm talking about life. Walking inside the house. Tidying up the kitchen while standing. Taking a walk around the block. Walking in the backyard. Many people feel lazy, I know, but 10 minutes change a lot. And here is an important, very direct caution. If you use insulin or medication that can lower sugar too much, observe your body. If you feel tremors, cold sweats, intense weakness, or confusion, this could be low sugar and needs to be discussed with your doctor. The goal is to improve safely. Fourth part of the ritual, chamomile at the right time. Now, the drink. You make a cup of unsweetened chamomile tea about half an hour to an hour before bed. And you use this as a signal to the body, now it's time to turn off. And here is the secret. You drink the chamomile and, along with it, you reduce stimuli. Less cell phone. Less stressful news. Fewer arguments. Lower lights. Because if you drink chamomile and keep watching stressful things, you are pulling your body in opposite directions. Chamomile doesn't beat the stress of the world. So you combine them. And why does chamomile help? Because for many people, it improves relaxation and sleep quality. And when you improve sleep, you reduce stress hormones. And when you reduce stress, you reduce that exaggerated release of glucose in the early morning. And there's more. Chamomile helps many people stop snacking because the person confuses hunger with anxiety. They eat because they are restless. When you create a ritual that calms you down, you remove the need for snacking. Fifth part of the ritual, measuring the right way without obsession. Here is a mistake that destroys the diabetic's motivation. The person changes their routine for 2 days, measures once, sees a high number, and gives up. Diabetes isn't like that. What matters is the trend. So, if you want to test this ritual, do it like this. Choose 1 week. For 7 nights, you do the ritual. And you observe your morning glucose. Not 1 day, 7 days. And you observe how you feel. Sleep, thirst, hunger, craving for sweets. Many people notice improvements in these points even before seeing the perfect number. Now, I promised 2 variations for those who don't like chamomile. Variation 1, unsweetened fennel tea. Many people tolerate it well. It helps digestion and relaxes. Variation 2, unsweetened lemon balm tea. It is also known for helping with relaxation. The rule is the same, no sugar. Because if you sweeten it, you destroy the objective. Now, I know someone will ask, Dr. Sarah, what about cinnamon? Cinnamon is a topic that appears a lot in diabetes videos. And I'm going to put this in the right place. A small touch of cinnamon can be used by some people to add flavor, but it is not meant to be turned into a daily high dose. And if you use it, prefer small amounts. If you take medications and want to test anything with an effect on glucose, you always observe your numbers and talk to your doctor. Now, let me tell you the biggest trap of these internet videos. The trap is making the person think that a drink replaces the basics. And the basics are a well-assembled dinner, fewer ultra-processed foods at night, less liquid sugar, better sleep, and a little movement. Without this, no tea can save you. Now I'm going to give you the fatal nighttime error that keeps morning glucose high, even in those who think they are doing everything right. The fatal error is a dinner of fast and salty carbohydrates, especially ultra-processed ones. Instant noodles, packaged soup, bread with deli meats, salty crackers, soda, dessert. This is what I see in many seniors. The person is tired, wants practicality, and chooses the worst pattern for nighttime glucose. And why does this make it worse? Because it raises glucose quickly, disrupts sleep, increases thirst, and leaves the body in inflammation mode. So, if you really want to wake up with better numbers, the point is not to find the secret drink. The point is to fix the dinner and use the right drink to close the ritual. Now I'm going to give you 3 examples of simple dinners for a senior that work very well for many people. First example, scrambled eggs with vegetables and salad. You make eggs. Put in zucchini, tomato, onion, whatever you have, and make a simple salad. If you want carbohydrates, a small portion, not a mountain. Second example, shredded chicken with vegetables and a light homemade soup. No packages. No instant noodles. Third example, fish with steamed vegetables and salad. And that's it. This is real food. And now comes the final touch, unsweetened chamomile and low light. Now, I want to talk to you who are seniors and have high blood pressure too. Because most do. If you drink a tea and start waking up to urinate a lot, it disrupts sleep. So observe. If chamomile makes you go to the bathroom too much, decrease the volume, drink it earlier, or choose another option. The goal is to sleep better, not to keep getting up all night. And one more important thing. If you have reflux, avoid acidic things at night. There are people who try vinegar at night, and it worsens reflux and worsens sleep. So, at night, be gentle with your stomach. Now I'm going to give you a simple 7-night plan, because this maintains consistency and gives results. First night, earlier dinner with protein and vegetables. No sweets and no bread before bed. Unsweetened chamomile. Second night, same thing, and add 10 minutes of light walking after dinner. Third night, same thing, and reduce screen time and strong light after the chamomile. Fourth night, if you feel hungry before bed, have a small snack with protein instead of carbohydrates. Fifth night, observe your morning glucose and how you slept. Sixth night, adjust what got in the way, dinner too late, dessert, sweet drink. Seventh night, compare. More predictability? Less thirst? Fewer cravings for sweets? More energy in the morning? Now, I'm going to answer the most common questions that appear on this topic. Doctor, so the number 1 drink is chamomile? For many people, yes, because it helps close the ritual and improves relaxation and sleep, and this helps glucose indirectly. But the most important thing is the ritual as a whole. Doctor, can I sweeten the tea? If you sweeten it with sugar, you lose the point. The goal is to avoid carbohydrates before bed. If you really need flavor, use cinnamon in small amounts or an herb that you like. No sugar. Doctor, I use insulin. Can I do this? You can, but with attention. Any change that improves the nighttime pattern can change your numbers. So observe and talk to your doctor if you feel symptoms of low sugar. Doctor, does this work for everyone? There is no for everyone. But these strategies are the safest and most useful for many people. And even when the number doesn't change quickly, you usually gain better sleep, fewer snacks, and more predictability. And that is already a victory. Now I'm going to close with a simple summary, because a summary reinforces it. You don't need a magic drink. You need a nighttime ritual. Earlier and more structured dinner. Fewer fast carbohydrates at night. No sweet drinks. No snacking on bread and crackers before bed. 10 minutes of light movement after dinner if it is safe. Unsweetened chamomile to turn off the body. And less screen time and less stress. And before finishing, I have one last request. Subscribe to the channel. In the next video, I'm going to show you why many people wake up with high glucose even doing everything right, and how to adjust dinner and sleep to reduce this effect. I'm Dr. Sarah Walker. And remember, waking up with high glucose doesn't mean you failed. Many times it means your body is under stress and your liver is working too hard. And when you create a simple